Hello, my evil villains. This is the Evil Punisher. So I'm back with another video. Before I get started on watching the Punisher series on Netflix, I wanted to make a video of just exactly what I know about the Punisher. Being a big fan of the Punisher, I know quite a bit. I've seen his movies. I've read his comics. Um, the story of Frank Castle. That's his real name. Frank Castle is the Punisher. Um, Everybody knows that. So that's one thing that you should know about the Punisher. That he goes by Frank Castle, and kind of like don't know any superheroes, but that doesn't wear a mask. So he's really not a superhero. He's more of an anti-hero. He's an anti-hero because he tends to take justice into his own hands. One thing I like about the Punisher, Frank Castle, is that he's just a man with no abilities to fly. He doesn't have superhuman strength. Um, he's just a man. But he does have a lot of how can I say this, tactics. I know he's in the military. I read a few comics where it was a Punisher War Journal, where he has some background in the military that he served, as a soldier, and yeah, he has that military uh, tactics, for war, and he does use a lot of guns. He knows his weapons, the guns, the knives, uh, basically anything, any gun he'll use to his advantage. He does wear a vest, a bulletproof vest. That's pretty much it that he has against other enemies. And he started off as a villain. That's what I know. He started off as a villain in his first appearance in, I guess it was a Spider-Man comic, Amazing Spider-Man or something. And he was hired from some other villain. I forgot his, I guess he was called the Jackal. I'm not sure. And he was hired by the Jackal to try to get Spider-Man, I guess. And so he was more of a hitman. He was like an assassin, a lone wolf, really. And he was hired by this person, the Jackal, to take down Spider-Man. And I guess Spider-Man talked some sense into Frank Castle, telling him he's actually the good guy and not the bad guy. And so so that's pretty much how I know he started off as a villain, became an anti-hero, taking justice into his own hands, and then he went just crazy. He went crazy, just killing everybody, really, killing all the bad guys. And he in other movies that I've seen him in, he still does some Black Ops. He does some side missions. He's taken down some mafia members and stuff like that. He's gone against Daredevil. I don't know if you guys seen that other Netflix series of the Daredevil, where he battles Frank Castle in that one. That kind of introduced Punisher into making his own series, which I'm so excited. I'm glad finally somebody took interest in the Punisher, because he's such an iconic character in comics. And I'm so happy that I got all his movies. And yeah, he started off in the military, and then his family gets killed. And the whole time, he thinks it's the mafia. The mob killed his family. They saw something. I mean, this is all in comics, really, and it's even in one of the movies of the Punisher, where he's in Miami, and he goes against some mafia guy in Miami. John Travolta plays him and stuff. Um, so he thinks his family was killed. Well, he knows, he saw it, but in the series, I've been watching a little bit of trailers and clips of little things, just so I can get an idea of what the series is going to be about. it turns out the government planned that hit on his family, I guess. And yeah, I don't want to say too much. I don't even know myself about the series, but um, that's kind of I guess the plot twist to it. Because in the series, I do see that he's in the military, and he's playing a soldier, and that was so exciting to see that, because I know that's part of his past. I'm glad that they brought it to the series, or he's playing some kind of soldier, and they're training him. The government's training him to be some kind of weapon, some kind of killing machine, and yeah, and from there, that's when he just does his own thing. He no longer trusts anybody but himself. Other people that he trusts will be Microchip. That's another character. He's the tech guy. He's the one that tells Frank Castle, where the people are at, and he goes off and kills them and everything. So I'm kind of glad that they brought that character. I'm thinking he's in the series. I'm hoping he is, because he's also a person that helps Frank Castle, become the Punisher. What else? Some other stuff. Takes on the logo of the skull, the Punisher skull. Yeah, I guess it was like from the movie. It was his son that gave him the shirt, with the Punisher and the skull. So he decided to take on that I guess that logo, that emblem of the Punisher. So what else? Other things that I liked about the series that I saw is that he has this van. I out of all the movies, and they never had him like actually, in his van. Punisher drives a van, all right, and he calls it his bat. They called it. I think he even called it his battle van, where he keeps all his arsenal, guns, rifles, bullets, and ammo and everything, and rocket launchers and missiles and everything. And it kind of like what I'm trying to do with my van. Not necessarily go out and killing people, but just kind of cosplaying it, just kind of winging it, and just I don't know, it's just cool that he's a man who drives a van, and he keeps all his guns in there, and that's yeah. So I'm so excited that he gets the van. In other movies, he drives a motorcycle. In the first Punisher movie, that the guy from Rocky, the German guy, he's a good actor. I like that movie too. That was really cool. He drives a motorcycle, and his lair is in a sewer somewhere. And in the second Punisher, he drives like some kind of fast car, like a Camaro or something, that he makes like those armor. He armors the windshield and the windows and everything. And that was cool. But from the comics, from the very comics, even I guess the cartoon Spider-Man, I remember seeing he drove a van, and that's something I wish they would just make him drive a van. Like Batman has his Batmobile, right? Why can't Punisher just drive his van and just make it look cool? Just somebody make it look cool. And yeah, so I was so happy to see in some of the clips I saw on YouTube on the Punisher series that he was driving the van. So I was so happy that that was happening. And what else? He drives the van. He's Frank Castle. Yeah, so I'm really excited about the series. That's about it, really. That he takes on. I believe he takes on the government that framed him, or that made him believe that his family was killed by mafia people, and when really it was the government behind the whole setup. So yeah, I'm happy to see some clips of that. See the series right now. Yeah, so I don't know, guys. See, the video's getting kind of long. Let me see. What else? That's about it. Jigsaw comes out, I guess. Not Jigsaw. If anybody knows, Jigsaw is his like arch nemesis. He's always been the one to take on Frank Castle. In Warzone, he comes out. Jigsaw comes out, and I really like that one because it was his arch nemesis. But they killed him off at the end. But in the series, believe he comes back. Not scarred, I guess. I don't know. I'm still waiting to see the series. But yeah, Jigsaw. His face is all, it's got scars and everything from what the Punisher did to him. And yeah, he's one of the villains. One of the villains against the Punisher. Um, I don't know. I'll just have to wait and see the series, and then I get back to you guys. Exactly what's going on with the Punisher. I'm really hoping, you guys, that they decide to make another Punisher movie after the series. Is all said and done. It's already done. They bring Frank Castle back, the Punisher. They bring him back in just his own movie, another movie. I would like to see him more in the military. I love that type of stuff. The training he goes through and everything. I hope they make that a movie about that more, like his past, being in the military, taking on these black op missions and everything, and then he becomes Punisher. But yeah, I can't wait to see the series, and I thought I'd throw this video in just to Punisher 101. The evil Punisher talks about the Punisher, so I've never made a video like that. So I'm kind of yeah, I'm just kind of excited to see how the series turns out, and see you guys on the next one, I guess.